everyone. For this week, I am going to do my video on mandated reporting in Missouri. I have attached a PDF of something that I found on the social service website that goes over mandated reporting pretty in depth, but it's got a lot of good information on it if you're interested. The main website for child abuse and neglect in Missouri is through the Missouri Department of Social Services. And on the main website, it has a hotline number that you can call in to report child abuse or neglect 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. There is also a separate line that you can call in and report abuse and neglect for speech impaired or a text phone. On the website, it says that any person may report suspected child abuse, neglect, or exploitation. Anonymous reports are accepted from individuals who are not mandated by occupation to report, but please consider identifying yourself. Being able to contact you later helps the Children's Division staff complete a more thorough investigation. They may also need to ask you for more information during the investigation process. So I'm a little bit confused about what happens when somebody that is not a mandated reporter calls in to file a report or does not call in to file a report. So for example, I think I had said something last week in a video. If a father is physically beating his children to the point it would be considered extreme abuse, and the mother knows it, she's witnessing it, and she's not doing anything to stop it, to lessen the harm. She's not like calling the police. She's just kind of turning a blind eye to it. Can she be held liable for that? Can she get any sort of charges for that? It's something that's a little bit confusing because, you know, of course we would want to think like she would call right away and report this and want her children to be taken care of, but maybe she was afraid that she would get beaten. Maybe there were other reasons that she didn't call in. So anyways, that's what my question is when reading through all this mandated reporting is, can people who aren't mandated reporters get in trouble if they don't call to file a report? All right, so let's move on from that. The mandated reporters in Missouri, I think, are much similar to those in other states. It seems to me there's a big long list, but the majority of what I can see is physicians, medical examiners, coroners, dentists, chiropractors, lots of basically any medical professional at all in any asset. Any mental health professionals such as psychologists, therapists, counselors, social workers. There's also any sort of teacher, so private school teacher, public school teacher, daycare center worker, child care worker, babysitters, juvenile officer, probation or parole officers, anybody that works in the legal system is mandated. Let's see here. So of course, police officers, any sort of law enforcement official, including EMS, firefighters. It also says, or other person with responsibility for the care of children. So if you're responsible for caring for the children, then you're a mandated reporter. Yeah. Okay. So as I go down on the mandated reporting section, it talks about okay, so it talks about how you have to actually file a report with the state. So people can like call the police and file a report, or they can call like the juvenile office or make some sort of statement to a law enforcement person, but they're still responsible for actually calling the state to report it. You can't just like, you know, call the non-emergency line and say, hey, I'm concerned that little Susie has some bruises. Could you see that something happens about that? You actually are the first hand person to witness it needs to call in and file the report. So that's what I've got. This was some good information to look up this week. I have looked at it before, but it's been quite a long time. So just to go through the website and be able to click through it and see some of the different things. I'll attach the link for the website and then also that PDF that I was talking about at the beginning of my video. Okay, I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks. See ya.